Guess we'd have to go back to 1931 in a little town called North, South Dakota. My grandfather, Ernest Patnoal, had the Patnoal garage selling Chevrolet cars and Goodyear tires. My father in 1984 had the opportunity to buy Liberty Motors, which was an AMC Jeep Renault dealership in Rapid City. His goal was to sell one car a day. If he could sell one car a day, he figured he could make a success of it. And in 1995, he asked me to come into the car business full-time with him. And I always remember that conversation with him. He said, "Larry, well, where am I going to go?" He says, "You're going to go right here in my office." I said, where are you going to go? 'Cause he wasn't ready to retire, and I didn't want him to retire. And he said, "Well, I'm going to build a wing on the dealership here, and I'm going to put my office over here." He'd thought this all out before he'd approached me. All of a sudden, I'm a car dealer with my father, and that was, I guess, a dream that was started back in 1963.
I started off working in the car dealership at age 10, washing cars and doing all sorts of odd jobs, and had worked in the car dealership through high school off and on, and summers in college. And I think it really taught me a work ethic, and that was also instilled in me through my father working next to him.
And he went away to college, and he came to realize, yeah, the big jobs are in the big cities, and he got some wise advice that if his goal was to be back in Rapid City after graduation, just start off in Rapid City.
I met with Don that spring of my senior year, and we made a Mother's Day, yeah, and decided to come back, and Don let me and wanted me to come back, I think, and so it all worked out pretty well. So I kind of had the best of both worlds. I had my formal education, and then I was able to also have our family business education through my father and grandfather when he was still alive. I really think it helped get us to where we are today, having the best of both worlds.
It was interesting there, having my father looking over one shoulder, and my son Max looking over the other shoulder. Father Larry would bring the historical perspective. Son Max would bring his analytical perspective and the fresh perspective. I appreciated the input from both father and son, and I'd make a decision to go forward, and I don't think we made many mistakes over the years.
They always talk about, trying to separate family and business, but I find that pretty hard to do. It seems like it's all kind of rolled together, and so I think we've got a pretty good relationship, both at home around the dinner table and while we're here at the dealerships.
What family means to the Patnoal family and our employees is everything. Family is very important, as we all know, in our personal lives, and then when it transitions into your business life, it makes it even a little more special. My wife Jane is so responsible for the success of Liberty Motors, giving the support to me and her son Max. And we had a good balance. My wife Jane had a career with the Rapid City Public Schools and got real involved in the kids' education. I was there when they needed me and got involved with the kids in their sporting activities, coaching some softball and being involved in Boy Scouts. It was a great, great family memory of raising 3 kids.
We've got several employees that have been with our family for multiple generations within their families, and I always tell new hires that we've got employees that have been here longer than I've been alive, and so it's kind of a neat aspect of our business, and we're very fortunate to have some very tenured, long-term employees with our organization. Don and I go through our stores every day and say hi to everyone and try to have conversations with all the employees and really get to know them. And I think it makes that whole experience for our staff and for our customers and for our community a lot better. It's really all about taking care of our customers, taking care of our employees, and ultimately taking care of our community. And we've done that through several different channels where we donate financially to dozens of organizations every year. Don and I and several of our employees sit on boards for different organizations in our community. We do 2 big drives every year with United Way and Youth and Family Services, and we do a corporate match on those funds. And it's really nice to see the impact we can make in our community with not only our organization, but all the employees contributing as well. Everyone really gets involved and really enjoys doing that work in our community.
Gosh, yes, to think this award comes from other business families similar to ours really makes a person pause and take a step back. Very humbling.